You're listening to 1 Minute Podcast Tips. I'm your host, Danny Brown, and each episode brings you snack-sized tips to be a better podcaster. And if you enjoy the show, you can now support with a one-off donation at 1minutepodcasttips.com/support. And now, this week's episode. A question I see come up a lot is if you're starting a podcast with a friend and they're going to be a co-host, should you put a legal agreement in place? After all, they're your friends, so you'd hope that nothing goes wrong. But we all know that isn't always the case, unfortunately. So yes, I would recommend that if you're about to start a podcast with your friend and they're going to be a co-host and you're going to be responsible for different things, it's definitely worth getting a legal agreement in place. It doesn't have to be super technical or full of legal jargon, but definitely something that makes it easy to understand and clear as to who's responsible for what. So if one person's paying for all the podcast hosting and marketing and the other person's paying for all the editing, etc., it's clear what that role is. That way, if you ever do go your own way, there's no grey area about what part of the podcast belongs to each other. Not only will it make it easy to either close the podcast down or start a new podcast altogether, but it should keep your friendship intact too. A great resource for this is Gordon Firemark, who's got a lot of templates you can use as well as resources and insights into the legal side of podcasting. And I'll leave a link to Gordon's website in the show notes. Until the next time, happy podcasting. If you're enjoying 1 Minute Podcast Tips, leave a review at 1minutepodcasttips.com/review and help others like you find the show too. Until the next time, happy podcasting.